Hello everybody, today I bring you yet another review of this product, and it's got an interesting story behind it. So as I've been telling you guys over the last probably 6 months, I had multiple manufacturers / retailers contact me, primarily from China, trying to have me review their products. And most of them I did review already, and the requests, they keep coming in. And this was yet another one of those review requests, but with a twist. This was about 3 weeks ago. Somebody reached out. They were trying to get me to review, from what I remember, a new head unit for the Ford Fusion. So basically, this vehicle, or maybe it was the Forester, one or the other, but basically they reached out saying, hey, we got this brand new head unit. If you want to, replace your current one with this one, you can keep the product. There's no financial thing in there. There's no compensation. But basically, if you want to do it, you get to keep the product. Just make a video, send us a link, post it on your channel, obviously, and so be it. I don't remember which vehicle it was, like I said, but let's pretend it was this one. I said, you know what, no thank you, because even though this vehicle, it's pretty old. I mean, look, it's a 2020, and yeah, I mean, it does what it does, but also it's, it's okay once it warms up, but like you saw here on the navigation, it takes a minute. When you first turn on the car, it takes probably the first minute. That doesn't really do anything. So it's a slow thing. Like you see, apps, yep, it takes a minute. Now it's okay. So anyway, lucky in this vehicle, controls are for the heat and everything are right here, because I can quickly turn on and off the heat. And you can kind of see today there is 10 degrees outside. so when you first get in the car, it's when the heat is blasting, or the AC or the radio, at least in this car, you have these controls. In the Subaru Ascent, these are hidden in the screen. So unfortunately, in this case, it's kind of, it's more convenient, and in the Subaru Ascent, it's kind of slow, so you kind of just have to go with it. In any case, I declined, but then they offered me this wired to wireless CarPlay, because this vehicle does have wired CarPlay, and it works great, actually. Here, I have a cord right here that I can use, for charging, but I can also plug it into one of those 2 ports right there. I should probably close this, and I can get wireless Android Auto or CarPlay. In this case, it's Android, because I use a Samsung device. And they offered me this thing, and I said, okay. But here's the thing. This was about 3 weeks ago, and I reach out to them saying, hey, what's the tracking number? And then they never responded, and honestly, I lost the email. And this thing did show up 2 weeks later, but now I don't have the email, and there's no branding of any kind. So you can kind of see this thing. So let's open this up. Here, I need 2 hands to open this up. Let's look at this, and let's try to review it. Because like I said, wired works fine here. I don't have the wireless, so let's see. So here is what you get. You get this little box. No instructions of any kind. Oh, you get this. Picture of some sort of an exotic car. It's really light. It's really, plasticky. Well, you got one USB Type-C, and you get this plastic tray, and oh, you get 2 cables here. That's interesting. Let's see. Here, let me move this cable away so we know that's not. And yeah, nothing. No manual, no nothing on the box. By the way, the box, doesn't have the picture of a car. And I keep in my car running. Like I said, it's 10 degrees. It's really cold. That's why I'm doing this inside. But I get 2 little cables. I get USB-C to USB-C. Well, that's not going to work, because this one only has USB-A. But then I have USB-C, which is what I plug in there, to this. Let's try this. Oh, look at that. So I plugged it in. So I plugged it in right here. And the first thing that showed up is this. Apple CarPlay lets your iPhone. Okay, well, I don't need CarPlay because I don't have an iPhone. But let's disable that. Okay. Well, what about... Okay, so I finally got the brand name, SmartBox 0668. Okay. See, do I get any lights? Do I get anything here? No. I get nothing. Okay. Remove SmartBox? Well, no, I don't want to remove. But what about Android Auto? Can you do Android Auto? Remove. Oh, so that's my previous phone, S23. This right here is S25, and it is connected. So I'm not sure why it's. Okay, maybe. Oh, maybe because I used the SIM card. Huh. No, I don't want to show on connection. So, am I connected? Oh, look at that. So it's connected? Hold on. I am confused. No apps found. So it showed up as Apple CarPlay, which once again, I don't have. Okay, what if I hit continue? What if I hit agree? Okay, well, once again, I don't. Whoa. Please connect Bluetooth SmartBox. I am. Okay, whoa. So you guys can see it in real life. Wait, is it because I have to do something on my phone first? All right, let's see that. All right, we're back. Yeah, so I did have to pair this thing on, via Bluetooth. So I don't know how come it connected to Apple where I don't have an Apple device. I don't know. But okay, Android Auto, continue. I agree. Oh, look at that. When safe, check your phone to start Android Auto. Connected to Vitaly S25 Ultra. Okay. So what am I doing? Well, okay, I do have a thing on my phone that does say to continue use your vehicle screen to tap to disconnect to stop. Well, no, I don't need to. Okay, so what do I do? Yeah, finish later. So how do I go about using this thing? All right, so it kicked me out of the video because I had to, basically I had to like accept on the phone itself, and it wasn't allowing me to do it because I was filming. So that's probably why. Okay, so I am connected. Now, for the sake of my own privacy, I'll try to keep these, to a minimum. But you do have, you do have all the phone. Yeah, so this thing does work. So basically, this little guy turns it into a wireless, communication. So you do have to connect to this via Bluetooth on your phone. But beyond that, like it does show up. Here's my, here's my phone. Here's the nav. Here is, notifications that you usually get. I don't know, what does that do? Okay, that brings you back. Yeah, look at that. So, oh, there you go. Okay, so, I guess maybe that's why there's no instructions, but you would think there would be some sort of a branding thing on this. So whoever you are, the mysterious Amazon or whatever seller you have. So I guess first of all, the one thing that I noticed on here, it seems like there's a little light that's supposed to be here. On here, there is not. Now also, this thing is upside down, okay. There's no lights of any kind. There is this little dongle obviously here, and yeah, I mean, it could just sit here. I don't typically use this space. This is not a wireless charger or anything. or anything like that. So yeah, I mean, this cable is for more newer cars, obviously. I mean, I'll hold on to it. I'm assuming the newer car will just have, you know, the wireless CarPlay or Android, whatever. You know, Apple is coming out with a new folding phone, so maybe I'll go for that. So this does work. I mean, you gotta, yeah. Now keep in mind, I rarely ever use this because, I mean, this is mostly my commuter car. Just take this to work and back. Yeah, every once in a while I go to a place that I don't know, so I use the nav. But lucky for me, the nav is built in from the car, so I don't have to use this. But yeah, obviously Google Maps is good. Yeah, I mean, this will be just the charger that I use. But yeah, I mean, it's nice. I'll use this. I mean, I'll keep it here. It doesn't really do much. I still got my dash cam from yet another seller on Amazon. But and I've been, I mean, I haven't used it, but it's been here. I thought first of all, like, taking this down because of this hump, but I'm like, you know what? The hump doesn't really do much. Like, it's just there. So what's the difference? So there's that. My wife still carries that storage thing, so, you know, why not? Oh, also, I wonder, so does that, like, affect whatever you do here? Oh, yeah, look at that. So you see, now you got Android Auto. Oops, sorry, I'm right in the sun. Do I have Android Auto? Oh, Reuters TV. Okay, so it's the thing from this. Okay, so look, it integrates well. What about navigation? What does that do? C type. Oh, okay, so it does take away your navigation here. That's interesting. So it says C touchscreen now. What do you do? Compass? Okay, you do get the compass. So, all right, in any case. And you know what? So even though this car is, you know, 5 years old at this point, I got currently 54,418 miles. This setup with the two screens, I mean, they're still using it. They changed these up to like a square looking touch sensitive things. And I think the reason why they did it, because like right here, this up on both sides, there's not a lot of surface, so my finger does slide off this, but the left and the right and here, you know, seem okay. But in any case, here's your review. Like I said, to the mysterious seller, whoever sent me this, give me some sort of a name. Obviously, be advised that the artwork does not match the actual product. It's a good product for a car like this. Obviously, well, maybe not even for a car like this, because this car does have it wired. That's more of a convenience thing. But also, there's no light, so I don't know. I'm assuming you know that. So, but you got this nice picture of a car, so why not? All right, I'll keep them coming. You know, whatever. Whoever wants to send me stuff to review, I'll be happy to. I'll be happy to do it. Oh, look at that! I never knew that. Wow. Okay, so you can kind of, you know what? I should probably do more of this stuff. How about, how do I get out of here? See more settings on. All right, so once again, I learned the hard way that when you film and you have wireless Android connected, it kicks you out a lot of the time. So like when I clicked this, it actually, you know, took me out of the video. So get EV features for maps. Well, I don't have an EV. Yes, I have a hybrid that is currently running in EV mode, but I don't have an EV, so there's that. All right, in any case, so yeah, for a little guy like me, as far as my reviews go, yeah, I love getting products like this. You know, it's not much, but also I'm not one of these big reviewers who, you know, only get the big stuff from the big guys. So yeah, I'll take the little stuff every day. Some products are actually pretty cool. I kind of like this little gizmo here. All right, all. Take care, everybody. See ya.